Sometimes the amount of time I spend in the kitchen just feels like too much, and I want to be doing something else. But I also want to be making my family healthy and nutritious meals. So this week I roasted two chickens with plans to make several meals from the meat and also using the bones to make bone broth for a couple of the meals. This is something that I used to do pretty often, but I just got out of the habit of it. It's kind of tedious taking all the meat off the bones, but it's really rewarding because you have a pretty good amount of meat to work with, and you can do a lot of things with shredded chicken. The first night, we just enjoyed it as chicken, and I made basmati rice and cut up some sweet potatoes and roasted them, and that was the first night of using up the chicken. Here, I'm just taking the meat off the bone. I'm going to put it in a container, and then I'm going to take the carcasses and put them in two different crock pots and let those cook all night to use for the next day's meal. As you can see, the next day is going to be chicken tortilla soup. I've had the bone broth going all night, and it's a really beautiful dark color. I'm going to chop up my veggies, onions, carrots, potatoes. Now I'm going to add a can of diced tomatoes, a big can of corn with the juice, and this last item is kind of like the secret ingredient. It is really, really good. It's just by Great Value brand, but it is fire roasted tomato salsa, and I stumbled upon it a while ago, but I really like to add it to some of our soups, and especially our vegan soups during Great Lent and other fasting that we do. Now I'm just adding some chicken to the soup. And now I'm adding the wonderful bone broth that was cooking all night. Now that I've got all my spices in, I'm just going to stir it together for a little bit and then put it on the stove to cook these veggies and get all the flavors together. This is a good amount of soup for our family and will realistically actually last us a few days probably. The third day, I'm going to make chicken with egg noodles, and I want to cook the egg noodles in the bone broth. Oh, I forgot to mention, I used those carcasses again a second time to make more bone broth. You can do that. It won't be as strong, but it's still going to add flavor to whatever you put it in. And by cooking the noodles in this bone broth, it's just going to add more flavor to this simple dish. I need to heat up the chicken, so I'm going to use some butter to do that. Now that the chicken is heated up, I'm going to add the egg noodles, and you could add whatever spices you want to this. I thought Parmesan cheese would be really good. We didn't have any right now for this, but with the butter and the broth, salt and pepper and chicken, it still has a lot of flavor. These are the chickens that just keep giving. This is the second batch of broth I made from the same bones. We had 3 delicious meals from these chickens with plenty of leftovers for probably 2 more days of food. So that's 5 days of feeding my family of 7 from 2 whole chickens with good, healthy, and interesting food. I hope by watching this, maybe you got some ideas to implement in your own kitchen, not just how to make your food stretch, but also maybe to give you more time to do something else you want to do. As always, thanks for watching Little Red Cottage, and I hope you have a wonderful and peaceful day.